Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Tammy, for the kind introduction. Frank, thank you very much to you, your family, your company for hosting us today, for stopping the mill for a few hours so that people might be able to hear what I want to communicate this morning. One person wasn't mentioned today, and I think it's a little bit of history you can know. Justin Spanath, my friend, is here today. Justin is involved as an owner and manager of Unique Pretzels. If you've ever had a split, you know what I'm talking about. What is interesting about Justin and the relationship that company has with this mill, the flour that goes into making the Unique splits gets ground right back behind me. And with the success of the shells, which there are plenty of bags upstairs that we're going to have for lunch today, thank you, Justin. I suspect that Brown's Mill and Unique Pretzels will be seeing a lot of business in the next months to come. So, it is President's Day, and it is altogether fitting and appropriate that we remember collectively some of the words of Abraham Lincoln. That he stated when he was consecrating the cemetery at the battlefield of Gettysburg 150 years ago. President Lincoln reminded us that at the heart of the nation's founding was the proposition that all men are created equal. Equality. All men. White, black. Man, woman, wealthy, poor, equal. It encompasses this concept of inalienable rights that aren't given to us by our government, they're given to us by our Creator. That's what makes them inalienable. Although he came to dedicate a cemetery, Abraham Lincoln recognized that we, the living, can do nothing to hallow the ground consecrated by the lives of the brave men that fought there. And in his address, the Gettysburg Address, he quickly shifts his attention from the men who died at Gettysburg to what he referred to as us, the living. And then he charges us, the living, charges us with the responsibility of finishing this unfinished work, being dedicated to the unfinished work of those who fought at Gettysburg. The work of preserving this bold idea that had come so close to being removed from the face of the earth during the Civil War. This bold idea that there is a government, a successful government of the people, by the people, and for the people. You've heard that before? Say it with me. Of the people, by the people, and for the people. Without judges of the people, the history of human experience has demonstrated that justice will be irregular and fairness rare. My name is Jim Smith, and I am running for judge. There is no other candidate who is more of the people than I. I was not raised a child of privilege. But my parents taught me the simple yet invaluable lesson that if I wanted it, I was going to have to earn it. I was the first child in my family, first person in my family to graduate from college, and I did so by working my way all the way through at a grocery store. I graduated from Liberty University. I moved back to Pennsylvania, found my beautiful wife, got married, and within a year of getting married, moved back to Virginia, packed up everything we had to attend Regent University Law School. After 3 years there, we were blessed with our oldest 2 kids, moved back to Pennsylvania. I earned a job with the Berks County District Attorney's Office, where I began prosecuting criminals here in Berks County during the day, while at night bussing tables at the Crab Barn and teaching law courses at Penn State Berks in order to make ends meet. I've worked hard to I've worked hard to get where I am today. I'm pleased to say, the owner of a successful law practice where I encounter the same struggles that many other business owners in Berks County happen on a daily basis. You see, I believe that hard work, and this is why I say all that about my background, I believe that hard work teaches you things. It shapes your perspective. I don't think that anyone can consider themselves of the people without having experienced the burdens of and the rewards of hard work. You see, I know what it's like to have little, and I know what it's like to own my own business, where after 7 years you have sweat, you've bled, you've worried. Every waking minute of your day is dedicated to making that business a success. To me, that's what a judge of the people looks like. You see, a judge of the people understands that the law is a tool. It's a precious tool designed to help us find the truth, and which in the hands of a good judge enables him to effect justice. I love the law, but I abhor those who, the practice of some, I abhor the practice of some that would use the law to hide the truth and to undermine justice. I love justice. I love the truth. These are the ends of the law. And I'm not afraid to defend them, even though at times it costs me personally. Now, I'm going to share with you a brief story, and I apologize. It's a Marco Rubio. I'm going to share with you a story. That may not have done it. I'm going to share with you a story about something that happened to me as a child. My parents don't know that I'm going to share this story, and honestly, I don't know that my father would even tell you he remembered it. But this story and the happening that I'm going to describe for you shaped who I am today and shapes who my kids, I hope, will be tomorrow. When I was 8 years old, I was a Cub Scout. And my father had bravely volunteered to be the Cub Master. And we were on our first camping trip. You'll know the kind. The canvas green tents. If you're lucky, you had a wooden plank of some sort on which a metal frame cot and a plastic weatherproof mattress was sitting on. I suspect all the parents suffered that weekend more than the kids did. But at the end of the weekend, it was time to clean up and prepare to leave. And my father had charged each of us boys to clean up the camp. And I did what an 8-year-old would have considered to be a good job. And my father approached me and pointed out a piece of trash on the side of our tent. And he said, you missed a piece. And I objected. And I said, Dad, that piece isn't mine. I saw it when I got here. Somebody else left that piece of trash here. And my dad, like so many other good parents from time to time, paused, setting aside all the distractions of packing up the weekend. He looked me in the eye, he caught my attention, of an 8-year-old, caught my attention, and he said to me, we're scouts. We leave places better than we found them. And to this day, there have been times in my life as a dad where I've paused. I've put aside the things, the thousands of things that can distract me. And I've grabbed my kids' attention by looking them in the eye. And I've told them, we're Smiths. The world expects better for you having been here. I am outrageously blessed to have 8 individuals outstanding individuals who come to meet with me at 7:30 every Saturday morning, and they spend 4 to 5 hours with me Saturday morning, 7:30, at the promise of a bagel or something else my wife may have made. Why? There's nothing in it for them. I know why. Because at some point, they had a parent who taught them the importance of leaving this world better than they found it. We collectively, and I speak for the people on my committee, and I personally and deeply want to see a court of common pleas in Berks County elected by the people with a composition made up of one of the people, affecting justice for the people. And that's why I'm running for judge. You guys applaud at just the right time, because I'm done. I want to just offer each and every one of you here today my sincerest and deepest thanks and appreciation for the support your being here says to me, for the encouragement personally that it is to me and to those on my campaign committee who are in your midst. Thank you very much.